So it's 2022 and you're trying to start a new business. What are the things you're going to need to start your new business in 2022? Let's get into it. How to start an online business in 2022, step by step. I am your host, CinaMatics Media. This is my lovely backdrop. It is wrinkled, but it is still beautiful nonetheless. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview on the things you can do to start your online business. And please excuse my boo-boo. I cut my hand earlier when I was cutting cantaloupe, and it hurt really bad. But I'm here, still providing you with some great content. Now, regardless of what your niche is, and if you don't know what your niche is, I should have a video pop up somewhere around here or maybe over there that goes into detail and explains to you what a niche is. Now, regardless of niche, this step-by-step formula will still provide the same effective methods and the same basic tools that you're going to need to start your business. But besides that, it's a new year. So, as you can see on my shirt, please forgive the political agendas. I don't know if you can see that. I might drop that in the merch store. I should have a merch link pop up somewhere around here. But back to the video. We're going to look at the basics of what you need to start your online business in 2022. So let's get into it. But before we do that, if you're new to this channel, please, I need you to hit that like button. I need you to hit that subscribe button. You already know what it is. It helps the algorithm show more into the search engine so that this video can be shown to more people who need this information. Besides, while I'm giving you some free game, I think the least you can do is give me a thumbs up, not this one, but this one, and subscribe to the channel for more game on entrepreneurship, mental health, and things of that nature. Make sure you stay to the end of the video because I also am going to have some free information for people who really don't have any coin yet and really want to get in the game and at least start their online business with zero money down. So with that being said, let's jump into it. The first thing I want to tell you is that in business, there's no way around it. You have to spend money to make money, but you can try to do it the poor man's way, but you're going to be extremely limited on what you can do as far as advertising, marketing, and certain features on different websites, et cetera, et cetera. Think about starting off your online business with at least $50 to $100. That should be a safe place to get your foot in the door. So you're starting a business and you don't know where to go. It's 2022. So by now you should have some knowledge on a lot of these tools that we use online. But if you have no knowledge, this is what I'm here for. So let's take a look at the first thing you want to do to start your online business in 2022. The first thing you're going to want to do is start with your industry. Now, are you a coach? Are you an educator? Are you a consultant? Do you sell online products? Do you sell a service? Are you selling education? Are you selling information? There's a lot of different industries that you can be a part of, but that's the first step to starting a business. You have to identify what is it that you're passionate about, or better yet, what is it that you like that can help make money, or what is it that you are good at that you can make money doing. I would say that this is the smartest way to start an online business because take it from my own personal pain. I didn't start this way. I did sort of a passion overrun and say, hey, I like to do this, I like to do that. And that caused a lot of confusion when I was first starting out with my business. So learn from my pain. Start out with something that you're good at or something you like in a specific industry, in a specific niche, and then work from there. I kind of did a lot of trial and error, and that included a lot of wasted time. That included a lot of time spent, a lot of money invested, a lot of mental anguish, and a lot of sleepless nights. But overall, I would say that the learning experience was painful, yet it was fruitful. And I'm trying to help you skip the learning curve by taking a proper step-by-step way to starting your online business. Now, I don't know about you, but I have a lot of different interests. And sometimes in business, that's no good because you want to be specific and you want to focus in on the thing that you want to do before you move on to the next. So if I like videography and photography, which I both enjoy doing, you don't want to combine them both up front. You want to maybe work on the photography aspect and then transition to videography, or do it in reverse. You're going to work strictly on videography and then transition into photography. Why? Because it just makes more sense. You don't learn 17 things at once and expect to, master them. So that's tip number one. So now that you have your industry or your niche selected, you have to get a name and a place to actually house, so to speak, your information or your goods or your products or services. Now with the metaverse coming, we gotta kind of get an understanding of the internet and the digital space. So for instance, let's look at the internet as real estate, right? So let's look at the internet as real estate. Now let's say your website is like your house or your property, and the URL is the title or deed of that exact property. So let's say I own xnft.com. xnft.com is the title or the name of the house, and when I click and I go to that URL, whatever pops up is my actual house. That is actually where the information is stored. Because this is what the search engines are going to use to find you. This is also what people are going to use to find you. So it's very important that you do research on what your name is. Don't just choose a name like green blue eyes, right? And they have nothing to do with eyes or contacts or anything green or anything blue. If you make an ambiguous name, it's going to be much harder to rank on the search engines, what you need to do, and it's going to be much harder for your potential clients and customers to find you. The ambiguous names make it very difficult to establish yourself in the digital space. Now let's just say I want to sell art and I want my name to be NFT art. Now the first thing I have to do is to make sure that that domain name, which would be nftart.com or .something or .net or whatever the case may be, I have to make sure that that domain name is available. Now, as you can see from this screenshot, you're going to have to get creative when you're actually buying a domain name. Like I said prior, it is what is typed into the URL. So for example, www.nike.com is Nike's title and their name for the website that pops up, which is Nike.com, and you'll see all the sneakers and the running and this, that, and the third. The thing you actually see on the web page is the house, and the thing that you type into the URL, that is the title or the name. Stay with me. Now, once you get your domain name together and you've gotten your niche and your products and what you're going to be offering to people, you have to find hosting. Now, before you get anything on the internet, you have to have a host. A host is a person who hosts or has the house on the internet for other people to see. So let's jump into hosting. Now this part is important because it can determine the availability, the functionality, the features, etc., that you actually have to market, advertise, show, and do all of the things you need to for your service or products. Now, is it better to host your business on a website? Probably so, because you have a lot of customizable features and things that you can do that you may not be able to do if you use other platforms to host your site. Some hosting sites are better for niche specific businesses. So say if you're a coach, you might want to use a platform that is geared just for coaching as opposed to using a traditional website. A lot of people don't understand the importance of actually having a website to where you can funnel things directly to you, but that's something for another video. It's important to understand your niche and the industry that you serve so that you will know which hosting site is best for you. So for example, people who are into drop shipping are going to use a way different site than people who are actually building courses and teaching other people on the internet. For website hosting, I personally use Bluehost. Now, I've been using Bluehost for 5 years or so, and they have a lot of great features. They're very quick. The runtime and the uptime and all of those things are very quick, and they're one of the leaders in the industry. Why I chose to make a website is because I could always have different ways to funnel information, coaching, and add different things to my particular business. Now I can get to all of the features and stuff, and I'll do that in another video, but for now just understand if you're interested in this specific type of house, there's a link in the description for Bluehost so that you can check it out. What if you guys are actually coaches and you may sell content or ebooks or things like that? Now I would recommend personally using Kajabi. Now I've just gotten into Kajabi within the last 6 months. I've been testing it out, but they have a lot of great features, not only for courses and not only for selling products, but for also using podcasts. If you're interested in Kajabi, I'm actually going to leave a 30-day free subscription in the link below. You can check it out, sign up for free, check it out for 30 days. You don't like it, cancel, and there's no problem, and there's no charge to you. And of course, for dropshippers, Shopify is the industry standard, also with a link in the description below, and they give you a free 14-day trial. So you can try it out for 2 weeks. If you don't like it, you can cancel at no charge to you. So now that you have your name, your domain, and your hosting, you're pretty much ready to go to start your business or share your products or services with the world. Now, as I said, this is just a quick overview for you to get your feet wet in starting your online business. Now, if you're still here, this part is for you. This is the special part for my friends who don't have any money, have no coin, and you're still looking to start an online business with absolutely nothing, zero. How do you start a business with no money? Maybe a few months ago, close to a year ago, I actually found a website that allows you to actually build websites, actually offer products or services to people with no cost. Now, this helps people who are in financial challenges and people who don't really want to spend money up front. They kind of want to test out the market, etc., etc. Now, the name of this website is called PayHip, payhip.com. Another link's going to be in the description. Check it out. Now, I'll tell you right now, it may not have all the bells and whistles as having a main website or a place like Kajabi or ClickFunnels or something like that, but it does what it needs to do. If you have a product, say you have an ebook, and you want to put it up there, you can put your ebook up there at no charge. While you're still trying to find a way to monetize and get your products out, you can use something like PayHip in order to be able to facilitate that until you get into a more lucrative field or until you start making money, to be honest, because that's what it's about. Once you start making money, you can start to upgrade your features and you can start to get a little bit more professional, so to speak. The only backdrop I will say for using freemium or free type of programs is that the branding may not be there. Now if you bought your domain name earlier, you can use PayHip to change your domain name and have your custom domain name run straight to PayHip. But for people who do not want to purchase a domain name, you can actually use PayHip's domain, and it would be, say, if your site is the name of what you're going to choose, it would be payhip.com/your site. Now that may not look attractive and it may hurt you in the search engine rankings, but it's better than nothing. It's a place to start. There is a catch to this. While everything may be free on PayHip, you do have to pay a small percentage of what you make. Now I'm going to drop this screenshot right here so you can see their collection fees and how much they take of each transaction. Now, this might sound like a heartbreaker, but think about it like this. You're not making any money anyway. And if you're making $10 or $500, having a fee taken out of that is better than not making any money at all. So we got to always look to the positive side and be forward thinking. You're still going to have to spend money to make money, whether you like it or not. In a nutshell, the 3 things you're going to need to start your business are an industry, a niche, a domain name, and hosting. So you have those 3 things. And that's pretty much the basis of what you're going to need to start your online business in 2022. Now, I'm going to make more videos so that we can get further into depth to really dig into what you're going to need, what tools you need, if you need email, etc., etc. But for right now, These are the bare necessities or the basics of what you're going to need to start your online business. As I said, please click that like button, click that subscribe button, and if you have any questions or any comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you soon.